Yo, how's it going everybody? NotExible here, and today we are going to be going over everything you need to know about Poppet. Poppet, if you didn't know, is made by the same studio that made games such as Speedman Simulator and Tapping Legends X. And boys, you know how Tapping Legends X was for me on the channel. It was the first Roblox game that got me into actually making content on Roblox. So if you guys enjoyed either of those games, I highly recommend giving this one a chance. So with that out of the way guys, I hope you enjoy today's video. Starting off, let's go over what kind of game this is. Poppet is a pet simulator in which you hatch pets, do dungeons, and run around popping balloons that drop coins and have the chance to drop items known as resources. When you first spawn in, you will be prompted with an egg that appears and wants you to hatch it. Upon opening your first egg, you will of course get your first pet. Now in order to equip your first pet, guys, simply click your inventory and go to pets. Now yours will not look like mine does, but you will have your first pet here. And you also will not have as many pet equips as I have. You will have 4 unless you buy the game pass that gives you +4 more pet equips. Then of course when you put your first pet on, you can simply run around, and I would recommend popping the little 50 balloon. And like I said earlier, balloons have a chance to drop resources, and when they drop you run over them and pick them up like so, and they'll pop up here and tell you that you have +1 of whatever resource that you're going for. Also, quick little tip, the resources that you're going for, you can look at the sign here and it will tell you which map drops which resource. So this little area here, the spawn area, will drop the logs. And if you run up here, you'll see that the next area drops maps. And obviously one more thing to explain, the more health a balloon has, so like the little 51 here, when you pop it, it will give around 66 coins. Now that's not guaranteed, you could get more or you could get less. But the more health a balloon has, the more coins you will actually get. Let's pop the 200 one. And this one gave us 185. Let's talk about what you can actually unlock with your coins. So guys, from the spawn bridge here, if you simply run over here to your left, you will see this giant sign in the air that says eggs. So run over here. Now, starting off, you will only have access to the common egg, which is 250. Personally, I would recommend every time you get 250 to run over here and hatch one until you have at least all 4 of your pet equips. Now, when you run up into the egg, you will see you'll be prompted with this menu. So you can either click E on your keyboard or you can click it with your mouse. And you will see open 1, open 3, and open 6. Now, open 3 and auto hatch is free through joining their group, but open 6 is a Robux paid game pass. So I'm gonna go ahead and click open 6. And you guys can see that if we go into our inventory, we got a couple of the same pets. Now, why is this important? You may be wondering, because as you can see here, the doggy, which again is the exact same pet, this doggy is a 3 and this one is a 4. So just keep in mind that the same exact pet can have different stats and it could either be worse or good. It just kind of depends on your luck. So just pray that you get a good stat pet instead of a worse one. Now, one more thing while we are up here, if you guys see up here in the back, this book, this is actually your index. Now you can see that getting index is actually really worth it. So when you collect 5 pets, you get 10 storage. At 10 pets, you get a gym bag. 20 pets, 10 more storage. 30 pets, 2 more gym bags. Now 40 pets, this one is huge because this right here gives you an entire pet equip. We just got this one earlier, as you guys can see. So keep that in mind. You definitely want to go for at least 40 to get that free pet equip. Assuming you guys have been popping balloons and hatching eggs for a while now, let's talk about awards. So if you guys will head on down to your inventory here, click the awards trophy, you'll be met with this menu right here. And as you can see, there is 9 different achievements that you can go for. So the first 3 up top, I would not worry about until later on in the game, but the 3 that you're going to want to focus is eggs opened, total pops, and damage dealt. Simply because you can start going for these as soon as you start playing the game, and every time that you rank one up, you will see a claim button, and when you click this claim button, it will give you a +1 of these little green icons here, which will eventually, you'll have 5 out of 5, and then you can rank up and you will receive all of these bags right here. And to get to your bags, go to your inventory, go to bags, and you will see You have a spawn world bag, a gems bag, and a coins bag. So let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like when you open one. And you can see it just kind of goes up in the air and then pops. And then you have a chance of getting, you know, resources or gems or coins. So guys, now that you have access to hatching, obtaining gems, and getting all your pets, let's talk about the golden machine. So again, from the spawn, if you guys turn over here, really close to spawn, you'll see this big giant golden sun in the air here. Now this is pretty self-explanatory, but if you guys go up here, you will see this little pad you can step on. Now, your pets that you have, you can click on them and you can craft them into golden. You see that it does cost gems, and the more pets that you actually put in, like if we go to our monkeys, it will give you a higher % chance of actually getting the pet to be golden. Now, if you do craft and you don't get, you know, let's say you have a 52% chance and you click craft and it says failed, then, well, you just lost all 4 of those pets and 20 gems. So me personally, what I like to do, I go for either 88% or 100, mainly 100, because you would hate to lose gems that you're using to craft, because gems currently in the game are pretty rare because you can only get them through the gem bags. So if I were you guys, when you use the golden machine, I would definitely recommend going for 100%, or, you know, if you don't have too many, at least 88. But again, I just hate the idea of losing gems and all of my pets without getting the golden. One more thing I want to go over is that you cannot hatch golden pets unless, if you guys go here, shop, unless you have the magic eggs. So keep that in mind. If you want to get goldens and you don't have this, you cannot get them unless you bring them over here to the machine. Moving on to skills. So guys, from this one area here, if you run to your right, you'll see the giant skill sign in the air. Simply run up here to the building and you'll be met with the pet menu right here. Go ahead and click the pet you want to put a skill on, then go to skills. So just ignore the fact that we have a meteor. This is only because we have crafted one a little earlier. But let's say we wanted to craft a tornado. We click on it and you see that we need 100 gems, 3 logs, and 1 map. So guys, keep in mind that the better the skill, the more it's going to cost you in terms of resources. So you can see that the lightning, which is the best craftable skill, it's going to cost you 2k gems and all of these resources down here. Now the reason why I've not mentioned the Reaper's Cut or the beaming drones, that is because that the beaming drones is a Robux, you know, paid skill, but you can get this really early on and you can move skills from one pet to another. This is a good skill if you have the Robux, and then the best skill in the game is the Reaper's Cut, but you only obtain this through dungeons, which I will go over a little later. But let's just say we just crafted the meteor and we wanted to equip it, so we would then click equip and we now have this on our shark pet. But let's also say that we've been playing the game a little bit now and we've got a pet that's better than our shark, but we only have 1 meteor skill. What you would then want to do is go back into the menu here, click on your shark, go to manage and click take off skill. Then go back out, go to your new pet and click skills, and you can now move this skill from your shark to your better pet. Now, like I was telling you guys earlier, all of these resources here, keep in mind that when you need them, if you guys want a little faster way to get to that area, if you know which area has what resource, if you guys go to your inventory, click teleport, you can go ahead and teleport to the area you need. Also keep in mind that this menu will not be what it shows for you when you first do this. You will either need to spend 50 Robux or 2,500 gems to unlock teleport. Just keep that in mind. Just wanted to go over that really quickly. So the last thing in the skills section here, if you go up here and you go to whatever pet you want to manage, you now have the ability to rank up this pet's overall damage with skills. So you can see your pet skill power, and it does 20% more damage with a skill. But let's say we wanted to rank up, we then get 30%. So keep that in mind that you're leveling up your specific pet that you're choosing. You're not making the skill itself better, you're making this pet's skill damage better. So just keep that in mind. Lastly guys, let's talk about dungeons. So from the spawn area, if you guys run over here to your right, you'll see the giant dungeon sign in the air here. We're going to run up here to these double doors. And once you guys get here, you will see dungeons on cooldown. So in 4 minutes and 30 seconds, a new dungeon is going to start. You'll also be pinged in your chat when one is about to start. And then you have the statistics. So before we look at statistics, guys, I just want to let you know that every wave in the dungeon progressively gets harder, and every 5 waves that you do, you fight a boss. So you see these numbers on these bags. This just means what level you have to get to in the dungeon to have the chance of getting one of these. So the spawn world bag, the crown skull resource, and the coins bag, you can get them all on floor 1 and above. So as soon as you start the dungeon, as soon as you start beating waves, you have a chance of getting all 3 of these. From level 5 or higher, you have a chance of getting a gems bag. So it's not just level 5 that you have the chance, but it's level 5 and then every level after that. And it's the same for all of these as well. So you have the Reaper's Cut, which is the skill we showed earlier. The best skill in the game, keep that in mind. At level 25, you have a chance of getting it, and then every level after that. The Lost Crypt Reaper, which is a pet, you have a chance of getting it at floor 30, and then every level after that. And the exclusive egg series 1, reach floor 50, and then every level after that, you have a chance of getting it. So hopefully that makes sense. It was a little confusing to me at first, but hopefully, you know, that's helped a little bit understanding all of the loot and the ways you're going to get them. Also, just wanted to say that I have seen one of these Lost Crypt Reapers, and the one that I seen was 5,000 damage, but keep in mind that, you know, the damage varies like I showed you guys in the beginning. So 5,000 could be really high, or it could be like the worst stat you could possibly get. Again, I'm not entirely sure if this pet works the same as the other ones do. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and throw up some dungeon footage here and just show you guys a little bit on how it works. Overall, I think Papa is a well-designed game with a lot of good things going for it. I feel like the game in its current state, for me, is a solid 7 out of 10, but keep in mind this game did just come out a few days ago, and I'm sure massive overhauls and improvements will be coming to the game very soon. Thank you all so much for watching the video and sticking around to the end, and with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Later.